So guys, what's up? Good? Yeah, yes, all good. Wife and kids? All good? Take a sip of water.
Hello, and welcome to the Handmaid's Tale. Here today we have Offred and Ofglen. We're just going to ask a few questions about life, and we're going to get the lowdown on your situation here in the Republic of Gilead. So starting with Offred, how do you feel about your current situation?
Well, obviously it's not ideal by any means. I mean, here I am and I'm supposed to have absolutely no sexual or physical, well not physical, any emotional connection with anyone, especially the commander, because I literally have Serena holding my hands whenever I'm having sex with him, so, I mean, it's rough being separated from Luke and my child, because we were separated when we were caught trying to escape into Canada, but, I mean, I'm getting by with the help of my other handmaids, but it'd be nice to have the rights and the family and the way of life I had before all of this.
Enlightening. So, Ofglen, how do you feel about your current situation?
Well, like Offred said, it's not ideal. We don't have any basic rights, like reading and writing. I can't really speak to anyone. Whenever I want to go out, the secret police are watching me. I just wish that we can go back to the way things used to be. But I am glad that I made a friend in Offred. Only if things went back to the way they used to be, I'd be a little more happy.
Controversial comments from Offglen. So, what do you guys plan on doing about your current situation?
Well, I mean, there's really not much we can do. I mean, obviously, as I said on page 143, I'm a big believer in just living in the present and not thinking about the future or the past, because the present's all we really have. But also, as I said on page 199, I would really just like to go back to the way things used to be and have the future be the way the past was. But obviously, I can't dwell on the past. I have to live in the present. But for my future, I'm just hoping things will go back to the way they were in the past. And what I could do about that, I don't really know. But I guess time will only tell.
And agreeing with what Offred said, there's not much we can do. Like, as a handmaid, we don't have the rights that we did before. So letting time go by and letting things come to us naturally is all we really can do in the situation.
Dark comments from our guests. So, how do you feel about the secret police?
Secret police, don't even get me started. Really, don't even get me started. But, the secret police, better known as the Eyes, they're literally watching every public move we make. So if we decide to go anywhere, if we decide to go to the wall, if we literally, anything we do, the Eyes are watching, which is really not comforting by any means. Because literally we're just a means for reproduction at this point. We're just a womb to fill, and the Eyes won't let us be anything but that. So if we were to do anything, it would result in our execution, which is not comforting by any means. So the secret police, not a fan.
I mean, even when we go to the shopping mall for our free time, they're there watching us. Like, we can't do anything without someone watching, thinking we're going to run away or try to escape. And at this point, there's really no reason to do it. Like, if we're going to escape, they're going to find us. So why do they watch our every move? It's just totally unfair.
It's difficult to comprehend.
I know. I don't get it. I really don't.
It's very hard to understand. So, how do you feel about reading? Do you miss reading right now?
Yeah, I'd love to have those kind of basic rights back. It's not just reading, too. It's literally anything. I mean, women completely have nothing. We have our commanders, and the men are the commanders. The women are just here to have kids because of the shortage in the population. So, yeah, I miss reading. I miss writing. I miss every basic right that I used to have. Just hoping things go back to the way they used to be, you know.
Going off those comments, how do you feel about your commanders?
I mean, they treat us poorly. We really don't have a say in anything that goes on. Like Offred said, we are there to hold their child, to give birth because of the inability of their wives to do it. I mean, I've gained a little more respect throughout the process, but I don't agree with anything they do. I don't even agree with the situation that we were put in. It's just totally unfair. What do you think, Offred?
Well, I mean, Fred has grown on me as a person. I mean, we have made some sort of emotional connection even behind Serena's back, and but even still, we can't have sex with any emotion at all. I still have Serena right behind me every time we do. So I know that when we're having sex, there's not supposed to be any kind of emotional connection. It's just I'm solely there to hold this child, which hasn't even occurred yet because, like the doctor said, he's probably infertile as well. So, I mean, do I like Fred? Yeah. Do I wish he wasn't part of my life and was he not my commander? Do I miss Luke? Obviously, but what are you gonna do?
And like sex in general, it's supposed to be making love, an intimate and emotional feeling where the two people who are in the action feel a specific way, and it's totally taken away from what we do. We're not supposed to make love. We're supposed to have sex for one reason only, and that's to give them the child that they want but can't have.
So, tell me, what exactly is May Day, and how does it relate to you? How do you feel about it?
Well, it's an underground organization, and Ofglen has more involvement in it than I do. I just recently found out about Ofglen's involvement, so I'll let her take it.
Specifically, it's an underground association, basically, where we try and gather information from the commanders or from the other people, the wives in the house, or the other people in the homes, basically to kind of rat out the commanders and sort of get inside information about what they're doing wrong and what they can do to make everything okay, to go back to the way that America has been instead of the Republic of Gilead. I'm an active member in it. I secretly, all the time, without my commander knowing, try and get information out of him, but nothing's been done recently, and especially with the eyes watching us, the Maydays are very hard. It's very hard to get information to the Mayday.
Offred, how often do you think about your husband and daughter?
I mean, literally every day. A day doesn't go by that I'm not thinking about them. A day doesn't go by that I'm wishing that we hadn't gotten caught escaping into Canada, that things were the way they used to be, that I still had Luke, I still had my daughter. I mean, it's pretty emotional. I wake up every morning thinking about it. I go to bed every night thinking about it. So it doesn't stop. It's not like they've left my mind now that I haven't seen them in a while. They're still there with me every single day, everything I do.
And I can only speak for myself, but I'm sure I can speak for Offred as well, but kind of miss, having that one person who cares about us and being able to do things with them, make love, go back to the way that things, things should go, especially in the country that we used to live in.
Well, Offred, given the recent special treatment the commander has been giving you, would you rather spend the rest of your life with the commander or Luke and your daughter?
I mean, obviously, I appreciate everything that Fred has done for me. I know that I live probably a slightly easier life than the rest of the handmaids, but obviously my ideal situation would be to be with Luke and my daughter. That's the way I wanted it beforehand, that's the way I want it now. So hopefully that's what the future brings.
Like, how do you think that make me feel? I feel totally disrespected in the fact that Offred can read a magazine or get hand cream because of the intimacy she shares with Commander Fred. But I think overall we should just go back to how things were.
Well, Ofglen, are you worried that the eyes will catch you and with your involvement in May Day?
Yeah, I mean, every day I think about it and how literally one move, one thought, one something I say can get twisted. And, okay, alright, she's obviously going behind our backs doing something against the law. I'm a little more careful in what I say. I'm a little more careful in who I speak to about it. I know I can trust Offred, but, of course, you have to worry, especially in society where we don't have the rights that we did. Yeah. I'm scared, and I'm sure everyone else is.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for your time, ladies, and have a great day.
Unlock your soul.